All right. So yesterday, factoring, you can see we got it right up there. Kind of a big ticket item because it goes so well with your distributive property. So one of the things you're going to see this unit is a bunch of kind of smaller, separate ideas. We've been combining like terms, we've been simplifying, we've been factoring. These are all pieces that you're going to use moving forward. So directions are going to be important here. Now, what we get into here is just some, well, not lesson five. We're not doing lesson five here. All right, lesson six. We're getting into some, straight up kind of algebra one-ish stuff here. So what we're doing is we're combining two things together. We're combining our knowledge of adding and subtracting fractions with your like terms. So, yeah, we're adding fractions, common denominator. So choice here. I see a 5, I see a 15. Yeah, hey, yep, 15. All right. So, what do you multiply a 5 by to get to a 15? A 3. So if I do 2r times 3, that's 6r. Nice thing about this side is nothing's changing. 15 times 1 is 15. 7r times 1 is 7r. All right, nothing to deal with there. So now we're going to add. Keep your denominator the same. And then 6r plus 7r, yep, 15r. That's it. Show's over. As straightforward as that. Where it gets interesting is it tests your organization skills. So for those of you that don't like to rewrite things, good luck. All right. Again, if you can juggle everything at once, hey, that's your call. I'm certainly not going to do that. So what I'm going to encourage you to do here is to rewrite it. Rewrite it so your like terms are grouped together. Main thing you got to keep in mind is the sign to the left has to carry with it. So I'm going to start with my A's. Standard form tells me A, then B, the alphabetical order. So I've got my negative 2/3 A. That's first percent. Negative 2/3 A. And if you notice here, the letter's off to the right-hand side. That's fine. If you notice up here, it was up in the numerator. That's fine as well. Where it can't be is this can't be in the denominator. That's something different altogether. So I'm done with that negative 2/3 A. Any other A's? Any other A's? Yes. Plus 5, 6 A. Plus 5, 6, and then an A. All right. Any B's? Yeah, there's a negative 1/4 B. So minus 1/4 B. All right. Any other B's? Yeah, there's a half a B that's there. So plus a half a B. And then there's a minus 2/3 B. So there's another one that's there. And then lastly, there is a minus 1/4. Yeah, as you can see, it got a little bit messy there. But and now I've got them all grouped together. So I can only combine the A's with the A's. So just worry about those. Don't worry about a common denominator for everyone. Let's just take care of these two guys. All right, common denominator of 6. So I use the 6 times it by a 2, negative 4a plus 6. All right, we can take care of that right now. All right, negative 4a plus 5a, negative 1a. Yeah, so it's negative 1, 6a. Those guys are done. Let's go to the b's. Negative 1/4 plus a half a b. Common denominator, yeah, 4. So that's not going to change this guy. Here, we'll times it by a 2, so that's 2/4 b. So that's negative 1, all right, plus the 2/4. Well, that's a 1/4. So it's a positive 1/4 b. Oh my goodness, look who's over here. I forgot about this guy. Okay. Let's just kind of show you what's going to happen here. Let's go back. Let's go back. I'm not going to use that 4. All right, common denominator between a 4, a 2, and a 3. How about 12? Yeah, let's use a 12 that's there. All right, I got you. There's my 12 that's there. Okay. So times it by a 3, that's going to make it a negative 3/12. Times it by a 6, that'll be a positive 6/12. Times it by a 4, that'll be a 2. I can't read my own handwriting. That's there. Yeah, that's an 8. 4 times 2 is 8. All right, all like terms. Negative 3 plus 6, 3. 3 minus 8, negative 5. So negative 5, which means it's a minus 5b. 5/12b. Excuse me. There we go. Like I said, organization can be the big deal here. And then it's just the minus 1/4. No like terms. We're done. I can't combine those guys. A's, B's, constants. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. All right, then we got question number 3 here. All right, we're gonna do a little distributive property. So there's your winning answer. All right, there's your winning answer. That's there. Again, it's going to get messy. It's going to lot. Okay, so last part here, we're multiplying by a fourth. Multiplying by a fourth is the exact same thing as dividing by 4. Yes, multiplying by the reciprocal here. We can work it backwards here. So you could go off this side and do your multiplication, or realize that taking a fourth of something is the same as dividing by 4. So that's a 3x. 12 divided by 4 is 3. 4 divided by 4 is 1. All right, and then minus 5. Do you like terms? Yeah, 1 minus 5, negative 4. X minus 4. All right. A lot going on in this particular lesson here. Notes and videos are going to be extremely important because you just need to see them. All right. You need a lot of exposure for this to start to click for you guys. All right. Enjoy.